Hmm.
So
And
yeah.
it almost brings a smile to your face, either as a reader or even as a writer, when people are true to their nature, because it's just like, oh, that's so, in this place, in this case, Kennedy, or that's so and so. That's how they would react. And
Mm.
both negative and positive, right? I think, you're talking about your main character and his addiction to drugs and what that could mean for the decisions he makes. And sometimes it's hard to watch, knowing your characters are going to do something dumb or they're going to make a decision just like, but that's just how they would react, right? And I think there's a something in readers that they can detect that when the author didn't allow the character to be themselves, if that makes sense. There's a difference with developing and growing and learning as a character, and character progression is important. And snap changing something because you don't like it. You don't like maybe it was too negative, or maybe you didn't like the way that character reacts. Like, but that's how they would react. So
Mm.
you kind of just have to let it happen, and that's hard sometimes. Did you ever run into instances like that, or were you pretty happy with how they reacted throughout these books? I think you've published what, four now? Three or four?
We've published three.
Three.
We had a Kindle Vella story
Oh,
as
nice.
well.
Very cool.
That went for 10 episodes. We wrote that for the Vellies competition.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll turn it into a novella at some point. But really, we've only got three books published. One of them's just me, and then two of them are our Apocalypse series.
Nice.
But I can't really say there's been an instance where the character being themselves was a problem. There's been instances where we didn't plan it that way,
Right.
and
You
then it
mentioned that.
changed
Mhm.
because of it, obviously. But I feel like we're usually pretty good. We'd rather stick with what the character would do. I think it's because characters are more important to us than plot.
Yeah.
We're very character-centric writers. I get that from all the literary fiction classes I did. I took literary fiction courses in college,
Oh, nice.
and it was explained to me that literary fiction is a snapshot of a character in whatever world, but it's important to get to know the character more than anything. And then genre fiction is about tropes, world building, that sort of thing. And so we write genre fiction, but I really like to hone in on the characters. I feel like if you get a reader to fall in love with a character, everything else is secondary to that. They're going to be invested in what happens to that character because you made them fall in love with the character. And so, if I'm making sure that that character stays true to themselves, if I'm writing them as I should be, as they would behave, that's what matters. I'm writing the story because of that. So, if the plot has to change to suit that, well, good. I want it to suit that.